welcome to Family. We've got your back. We're kind of excited for today because we're talking about something that is popular, I guess, and
potentially polarizing.
and potentially dangerous. Not just polarizing, but dangerous, and a relationship, putting your relationship in peril.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So.
Well, and that can be said for most of the stuff we talk about.
That's
too,
true. Yeah.
You know? It's like you learn something about how people think, and you're like, oh, I can use this to better our arrangement or to understand our relationship
and how
better.
Yeah.
But it's a double-edged sword because then you can, if you are not in the right mind, then you can use it.
As a weapon.
As a weapon.
As a weapon.
So, it could be. So, it's like the perils of having knowledge, right?
Right. Truth can be a two-edged sword.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's John Gottman's 5 love languages. And so, I'm sure everybody is aware, and I'm sure most people have taken the test to find out how they give and receive love. So, we'll just quickly go over that. Words. One of them is talking and words and little love notes and all that. Another one is touch, physical touch. Another is acts of service. One is meaningful gift giving. I'm a terrible gift giver.
Me too.
He's worse. And we'll talk about that one in a minute because I'm going to tell the world
not in
it's
depth,
going to be
though.
Funny. Okay, and then spending quality time together. So... with words, obviously, I'm a talker. So I love to hear words. I love notes, especially, because then I know they thought of me and wrote it down.
Right.
There's a record that they actually care about me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And words matter. Words are so important. And that's why we define the word every week that we talk about. So that what we're trying to say is what we actually mean.
Yeah, and so hopefully something you can hear something that, oh, that resonates with me, right?
Right.
And so hopefully it's the same way with your relationship. And sadly, I'm not a words person. No. Not really. I mean,
but see, when we were dating, it was okay. Because I would talk and you would listen.
I would listen.
And it was great. And he would throw in or a story here and there, or a comment, or it was great.
Mm-hmm.
And so it works for us.
It does.
Except for when it doesn't.
when I need to have words and they ain't there.
But I will tell you something. So I was dumped on my birthday, a year or so before I met Trent. A couple years before I met Trent. And he didn't know it was my birthday, the guy that dumped me. So no hating on this poor guy. He was my next door neighbor when I was a nanny. Anyway, poor guy. Anyway, and it wasn't really a dump. It was more of a, I don't adore you enough. We're kind of moving too fast. And it was like, oh, it was crushing, right?
Yeah.
The guy that I was completely
enamored
with did not adore me.
Yeah.
I don't adore you enough.
On your birthday.
On my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So when he starts getting serious about me and I'm kind of on the fence, he says, I adore you. And at that moment, he became a possible husband for me.
Yeah.
Because words matter to me. But I have 3 love languages. I'm kind of I'll accept any. I'll accept all love offerings. And so I have lots. And the science behind that is well, you're predominantly one. Well, not me. I've taken the test many times. Not me. So anyway, the next one, touch. My son came home one day and said, you need 3 hugs to survive, 8 to thrive in a day. And I was like, well, maybe I get 1. And so in our family, we now hug.
Yeah.
We are holding hands, actually, sitting here. Yeah, people need touch. Like when babies are in neonatal units at the hospital, like preemies, they need the skin-to-skin contact. The ones that get the skin-to-skin touch thrive. They do so much better than the babies that don't get the touch. And so part of their therapy to get better is the touching. So humans need touch.
I'll talk about this next one.
This one
Yeah,
says,
this is me. Acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
I do best when I'm serving, and I love to serve people. It's why I'm a teacher. It's weird. It's a weird dynamic, but I love to help my students with their math. I love to help my neighbors with their projects. Even though I'm not particularly skilled, I have...
He can lay sod.
I'm good all day to just helping people out. There was a time, when we were forced out of our living situation because of flooding scenarios, and I loved to help my neighbors.
Yeah, even though we were flooded as well.
We were flooded as well.
He was at other people's houses.
Well, we had ours
helping.
under control.
Well,
ish.
We
had done what we could at the time.
Yes. And so he went and helped
and so
other people.
it's like, this is what I need to go and help our neighbors out. And they were shocked that I was happy. Because that's what I do. It's like it's something that I think has been developed in me for decades from my parents, and so it's just And now our family does the same. It's what the Christiansons do.
Yeah.
We help each other out, and it brings me immense satisfaction. And I hope that it brings the other kids satisfaction as well.
Well, it helps you forget about your own problems when you're helping someone else. And they don't even need to have a problem. It's I love you and I want to show you I love you by doing something kind for you.
Yep. And so that's my love language in easily. It's like
easily top out of all of them.
Easily.
Way top.
Yeah.
Next one, neither of us are
right.
at all. Gifts. Stuff isn't important to us. It's not.
And that's really good because we don't have much stuff.
No, we just need to budget better. Anyway, no. But yeah, we're not. Stuff isn't where you can't have everything. Where would you put it? Right?
Yeah.
But there are people like my sister who are amazing gift givers.
Right.
They love getting gifts. They love
planning
giving.
it. Yeah, they love planning it.
They love getting it. They love making it beautiful to be presented. They're awesome gift givers.
Right.
Because I don't really care that much. We're not. But that doesn't mean it's not a good love language.
Right. And when we get presents that are all nice and like we were still appreciative. It's
don't get us wrong. No, we are very grateful for everything that people give us. Don't get us wrong. But it's more like it's not about the money when you give a gift.
Right.
It's the thought behind it and the thought that they are trying to convey and the effort behind it that they are trying to show through love. And I think, Trent, you were also this one as well. It's quality time.
Yeah.
I love spending time with my family, and I want to stress this point. Quality time happens with a quantity of time.
Yeah.
You cannot schedule quality time, but you can schedule time together and then enjoy whatever happens and create wonderful moments from that quantity of time and turn it into quality time. And if you don't have the quantity of time, you will not get enough quality time.
And it used to be the Christensen family reunions were specific activities, very structured.
They still are.
They are, but they're not as much as they used to be.
Oh, really?
You don't see that?
No, I still see them
They're
every
still
minute,
structured.
Every minute scheduled. And that's okay because
within
80
those
people
things,
they have to be.
Within those times though, there's plenty of time for quality. Is because
I see what you're saying.
So it's like it used to feel like you're going from this water games to this activity to this devotional and to et cetera, et cetera. And it was almost, it's time to get to the next thing, you know?
Oh, really? You felt that? I didn't.
Well, I mean,
I liked the organization. Because
don't
with
get me
so
wrong,
many
I
people,
liked
they
it,
have to
I
be
liked
organized.
it as well, but it seems like now we're having more time in between things.
I see what you're saying.
And so
we're all everybody but like 4 are adults.
Right, and so yeah,
like
when
all
we were,
the grandkids are adults and having kids.
Yeah, when we were young and stuff like that, it was very structured so that we could just move on, and snack time is this time and activity after that, and it was great. It was plenty of
and there was nap
awesome
time
activities.
scheduled. It was awesome. Right. So anyway,
yeah.
So we're not bagging on that.
No, not at all.
But we're saying in that structured time, like somebody grabbing the hose and spraying their brother during water time was awesome and funny, right?
Yeah.
So these scheduled times turned into fantastic memories.
Right.
So please put down your phones, put down your tablets, and spend time with your family. Please. In the car is a great time because they can't get away.
Yeah.
So just spend time with your family, please. And so the danger of this is knowing your love language is great, and but if you say, well, my love language is gifts.
Yeah, right. Let it rain.
Yeah, no, it's no longer an offer of love. It is a command from you to perform.
Right.
You have to prove you love me.
Yeah. And if that's
the danger.
That's the danger.
So if I know that he feels loved when I do kind things for him, then I choose when I feel the inspiration to do something nice for him. Right?
Yes.
It's not, Michelle, you need to cook and clean and get on your hands and knees and scrub the
baseboards. Let's get some service from you, lady.
With a Q-tip, right? Like he's never been that, right? So I know that when I do something kind for him, like make him a cowboy vest out of a paper sack, that he will feel loved because I did something with my time for him, right?
That is ridiculous and funny.
You felt loved, didn't you?
I did,
you felt extremely loved.
Yeah.
And we still think it's funny.
Extremely loved.
Anyway.
Did we do the fringe? There wasn't the fringe, was there?
I did put fringe on there.
My bad. I had forgotten the fringe.
Okay, anyway. We'll move on now.
Yeah.
But so that's my point, is when you demand a specific type that is against their nature because you want it, then you are forcing them to behave in the way that you want them to instead of letting them be their best self.
And, it would do wonders, too. Once you know your significant other's love language, recognize that and surprise them occasionally.
Yes, go out of your way. And create a new habit or whatever it is that it takes for you to do it, to show.
And hopefully the person receiving it recognizes this is not their cup of tea. They're being a little bit vulnerable right now because you might be doing something to their love language not quite up to par.
For example. Do you want me to say it?
Go for it.
Okay, so he worked at Sam's Club when we were dating. Or no, married. When we were married, he had graduated, had a job, didn't like it, went back to school. So we've got kids and we're back in school, right? And we're like, oh. And so he's pushing carts at Sam's Club.
Yeah.
His family loves homemade ice cream. Homemade peach ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
For his birthday, favorite thing ever.
Ever.
My family, not so much. I don't know how to do it. So what does he give me for my birthday? A homemade ice cream maker.
I really love ice cream that's homemade.
Okay? Not successful.
Not successful.
He wanted me for my birthday to make him ice cream. And I won't talk about the others.
Thank you.
Because you working at Sam's Club was the worst gift-giving period of your life, by the way. Easily bad. So, it's funny now for me to be like, what is he going to give me for Christmas or my birthday? Because it's going to be some disaster that's hilarious, right? And so don't feel bad about that.
I don't feel
because
bad.
I find it funny.
Yeah.
Because both of us know that neither of us are gift people, and it doesn't really matter.
I did okay last Christmas, though.
You did.
Last Christmas. We've been married for 24 years.
He gave me a game that I wanted really
I
bad.
did.
And he actually played it with me. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So he did a great job. He paid attention because it was months ago. And he was like, he paid attention and saved it to give it to me at an appropriate time, right? So he paid attention. So anyway, going out of your way to help your spouse feel loved when it's not demanded is a wonderful way to show that you love. And just one more danger thing. This is not to prove that you love them.
No.
Like you seeking proof is not what this is about.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
So my mother always told me, you need proof that I love you. I'm like, well, no, I don't need you to prove it, but I would like to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And without getting into my childhood about that or bagging on anybody, because that's not what I'm trying to do.
No.
It's if you want someone to know you love them, you need to do something loving. It can't just be assumed. You have to work at it and you have to make an effort. And so that's why it is helpful to know your love language. But again,
don't use it as a weapon.
Don't use it as a weapon. Use it as information.
Yes.
That might help.
That you can use to draw closer together. Yeah. Right? And that goes for kids, it goes for, partners, it goes for every relationship that you have. If you know the person that you are with in any circumstance, then you can be better tuned to their needs, and that's good.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't hold it.
Yeah. So when they give you a terrible gift, find it funny, right? Like we do.
Or just say, huh.
You say thank you, right?
Thanks.
Anyway.
I appreciate you thinking of me. That's all there needs to be.
Yep, I appreciate you. I appreciate your efforts. I appreciate you thinking of me. Thank you. This is lovely.
Yeah.
I feel very loved. Thank you. Whatever you say,
yep.
Make sure they know that you acknowledge whatever it is that they do, whether they do a service or give you a note, or they spend time with you, or they hold your hand in public. Ooh, that's a big one.
It can be.
It doesn't have to be like massive PDA, but holding hands is a good one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess what we're saying is for this week, we want you to practice doing something loving for someone else.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about what they would like, whatever type it is, and do something loving for somebody so that you can show that you care about them.
Yes.
All right.
Sounds good.
Have a good rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Bye.